ವದನಾರವಿಂದ ವಕ್ಷೋ ವಾಮಾಂಕ ವದನಾರವಿಂದ ವಕ್ಷೋ ವಾಮಾಂಕ ತಟೀವ ಸಂವದೀಭೂತಾ ಪುರುಷತ್ರಿತಯೇ ತ್ರೇಧಾ ಪುರಂದ್ರಿರೂಪಾ ಪುರುಷತ್ರಿತಯೇ ತ್ರೇಧಾ ಪುರಂದ್ರಿರೂಪಾ ತ್ವಮೇವ ಕಾಮಾಕ್ಷಿ ತ್ವಮೇವ ಕಾಮಾಕ್ಷಿ ಕಾಮಾಕ್ಷಿ ತ್ವಮೇವ ಕಾಮಾಕ್ಷಿ ಕಾಮಾಕ್ಷಿ. In this shloka, the poet says to Kaamaakshi Devi, in the lotus-like face, in the chest and in the left side of the three Purushas, Brahma, Vishnu and Sadashiva respectively, you alone assume three different forms and reside as their respective wives. So Sarasvathi Devi exists on the tip of the tongue of Brahma, so in his face, and on the Vakshasthala, on the mole called Srivatsa, on Mahavishnu's chest is where Lakshmi Devi resides, so he's called Srinivasa or Sridhara. And of Sadashiva, the whole of the left side has been given to Devi Parvati, as we see in the Ardhanarishwara Swarupa. So this is what has been brought out in the shloka. But the poet says all these are not three different forms, but just different manifestations of the one Kaamaakshi Devi. So Kaamaakshi is the form of the goddess residing in Kanchipuram, which is one of the prominent Mukti Sthalams in Bharatadesha. Here we often perceive Kaamaakshi Devi as just a form of Parvati. But this shloka from the Mukha Panchashati tells us that Kaamaakshi is not just Parvati, but can also be seen as Saraswathi and Lakshmi as well. On this occasion of Navarathri, where we specifically worship these three particular forms of Devi, Lakshmi, Saraswathi and Parvati, I would like to explore how Kaamaakshi Devi alone, who resides in Kanchipuram, manifests as Vak Devi, Lakshmi Devi, as well as Shiva's consort or Shakti, through Carnatic Sangeetam and more specifically through the compositions of Sri Muthuswami Dikshitar. As we all know, Mahan Sri Muthuswami Dikshitar was a staunch Srividya Upasaka and very steeped in the tradition of Shaktism, and he has resided for a significant part of his life in Kanchipuram, and in that meantime he has composed many compositions on Kaamaakshi Devi. And using his compositions as the fulcrum for our discussion, we will also refer to other Carnatic compositions along with texts like the Sandari Lahari, Mukha Panchashati, Kanakadhara Stotram and so on, to experience the bliss of Devi Kaamaakshi in all these three forms. And further, I'll also be drawing heavily from the priceless teachings of Kanchi Mahapereva as documented in the Devatan Kural. So do join me on this exploration, as over the course of this Navarathri, we see all these three forms of the goddess as Kanchi Kaamaakshi herself. So hope you join me on this journey. Looking forward to seeing you all. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.